So recently I challenged myself with the question, what would be the number one top best habit I could tell people that would preserve their vision and their eye health in the years to come? And I went down the rabbit hole. I started looking at research papers and figuring out, hey, what would be the answer that I would give? And it was a little bit overwhelming to the point that I actually bought Gemini Pro and told AI to do a deep research on this topic, and it went through hundreds of articles and research papers, and it actually came up with one overwhelming answer. And the answer, I was a little bit nervous to make the video about it, but here we go. Let's focus in. So the answer to this question is to develop a routine of annual comprehensive eye exams. So here I am as an eye doctor, that's my job, and I'm making a video saying that the best thing that you can do is to go get an eye exam by your eye doctor. But as I read into it, it made sense. So let me explain. And don't worry, because of this answer, I did have it give me additional best habits, maybe the second best habits. And so I have a couple more categories that we'll go over that will definitely help you out. Okay, so let's go over why it came up with this being the number one answer. Routine, comprehensive eye exams every year. Because this is the only way to address the most significant risk factor to vision loss, and that is undiagnosed asymptomatic eye diseases. Examples like this include glaucoma, which is referenced as the silent thief of sight, because it can be completely asymptomatic, and sometimes if you catch this way too late, it can lead to blindness. Others can be macular degeneration. Early signs of macular degeneration can be caught way in advance, and then that person may be completely asymptomatic. It's not affecting their vision. Other ones can be diabetic retinopathy. Diabetes can be affecting the blood vessels and maybe not really affecting their vision. Others can be cataracts, and the list goes on and on and on. And the ways to find these and intervene earlier before it gets too late is to have your comprehensive eye exams. Now, a distinction that we have to make here is the difference between comprehensive eye exams and visual screenings. Vision screenings are usually done at maybe your primary care doctor's office or at school with children, where they have you read a chart and see how small that you can see, or maybe you're doing one for your annual physical at your doctor's office. This is a visual screening to see how your vision is. Now, like I said, you can have great vision. You can have 20/20 vision and have an undiagnosed asymptomatic, meaning you're not having any symptoms, your vision is great. You can have this disease in your eyes that is starting to build up, that maybe there are signs of it that an eye doctor could look at, but not signs or symptoms of it in the patient. A comprehensive eye exam is an eye exam that you go to either your optometrist or ophthalmologist, where they can not only test your vision, but look at the overall health of your eyes. Maybe they're taking pictures of the back of your eyes, they're dilating your eyes, they're looking for cataracts, they're checking your eye muscles, checking your focusing patterns. They check everything. It's comprehensive. They can find things maybe popping up early and maybe intervene early so it doesn't cause vision loss down the road. Okay, because of the optics of this, an eye doctor telling you to go get an eye exam, yeah, duh. I had to come up with some of the next best habits that you can do to help preserve your sight and your eye health. This first category of habits falls under behavioral practices, with number one being smoking. Now, smoking is the number one bad habit that you could be doing that's causing problems with your eyes. It's linked to increased risk of macular degeneration, increased risk of cataracts, causing problems and damaging the optic nerve, and can cause an increased dry eye symptoms, and the list keeps going. The next one is UV protection. It's a well-known fact that UV does cause damage to the eyes. In excessive amounts of UV, it can increase the risk of cataracts, cause cataracts to develop faster, can also increase risk of age-related macular degeneration, can cause sunspots and sun damage like a pterygium or a pinguecula on the surface of the eye like seen in these pictures, and can also, if severe, can cause photokeratitis or snow blindness, just like having welder's arc. So by wearing UV protection protection, either in the form of sunglasses, or you can have UV protection in your clear lenses as well. There are UV protection in contact lenses. This can help reduce UV exposure, and by just having a habit of maybe wearing your sunglasses can help your eyes in the long run. And then number 3 is protective eyewear. Because damage to the eyes, whether it's foreign body or something flying in there that can cause scratches and scarring, that can be something that can happen so fast and cause a sudden decrease in your vision that has long-lasting effects and scarring. So if you get into the habit right now by wearing protective eyewear, safety glasses, then it significantly reduces your chances of getting some type of injury or damage to the eye. Okay, now a category of more systemic habits or a more holistic approach to ocular wellness. Number 1 here, and you probably guessed it, yeah, diet. If you are eating for the eyes, you want to have a diet rich in leafy greens, omega-3 fatty acids like fish, and citrus fruits. This will give you these list of ingredients that are essential for eye health. Number 2 is exercise. If you are physically active, and usually the research will show that if you have at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise during the week, this can significantly reduce your risk of these systemic diseases that can definitely affect your eyes. And so if you have a habit of physical activity, working out, exercise, that'll be great for your eyes in the long run. Now the one that is probably the most overlooked, and that is to get adequate sleep every night. At least 7+ hours can be crucial for your eye health. It's crucial while you're sleeping for the eyes to be able to just get refreshed and replenish. It will help with dry eyes, make your eyes not look so bloodshot. But the big ones are chronic lack of sleep has been linked to increased risk of glaucoma as well as macular degeneration. In fact, the connection between glaucoma and sleep apnea is considerably strong, to the point where people that have sleep apnea have a significant increased risk of developing glaucoma, which can be a blinding condition. And the last one is to be mindful of the digital age. We are on screens all day long. We're looking at research papers, coming up with the best habit for your eye health, and we could spend all day on computer screens, and we just need to be mindful, not necessarily with the blue light, but staring at a screen. We're hyper-focused. We're in a constant lockdown of focus. We're not blinking. Our eyes are drying out more. And so if you could adhere or develop a habit, a regular habit of taking breaks, maybe doing the 20-20-20 rule every 20 minutes, taking a 20-second break, looking 20 feet away, blinking, getting tears flowing on your eyes, that can be really helpful in the long run. It will significantly reduce any inflammation that starts building up on the eyes and can make your eyes feel better and also have your vision be a lot clearer. So just be mindful of the digital screens. But again, the number 1 best thing that you can do, the best habit, is to have a comprehensive eye exam. Make sure that you can find any of those undiagnosed, asymptomatic eye diseases that can only be caught during an eye exam to make sure that you're preserving your vision in the long run. You don't have to go see me. Just go into your eye doctor. It's the best thing that you can do, the best habit that you can form. So would you have gotten the answer right? Would you have guessed that that was the answer of the number 1 best thing that you can do? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to know more specific foods that you can eat that's best for your eyes, maybe superfoods for the eyes, I did a video about that. You can check it out right here. Stay focused.